This is a good way to break a trend. How about a nice big boner? Sounds like it meets with your approval. It's a foot long. Boner 12. Boner 1-2.
It's been 6 years?
At least.
Yeah,
At least.
Six, 7 years.
Good 6-7 years that we've been doing it together. I was doing it just by myself beforehand for about a couple of years or so. And then one of the organizers approached me and said, Zelda, would you like to have a partner help you out? So I immediately thought of this lovely lady. Just my general interest in the whole trans community, the trans scene, trans rights, trans activism, and then my love of entertainment, music, theater, dance. It just seemed like a natural sort of combination of all of them. Wonderful sort of synthesis of all my interests.
Mine came from just a child seeing. I always watch like Liberace and Dolly Parton and Mae West, Marilyn Monroe, Diana Ross, Cher, all the big entertainers that always liked all the glitz and glamour, and I kind of emulated that, and that's where it all came from for me, is just seeing all that and wanting to be pretty and have all the glamour. And mine actually came from my drag mother. We kind of decided Krystal to kind of go with all the bling and caring for the emotion, because I tend to care a lot about my audiences and care a lot about what I'm doing, making sure that I keep them in mind and keep moving forward and going bigger and just don't stop and try to give that idea to people.
95% of the time, a drag queen gets apprenticed into the craft by a drag mother. You approach an established drag queen and ask her to take you on as a daughter to apprentice you in the craft, and she'll sort of coach you and guide you to your first high heel steps on stage.
I've really stepped back from doing the shows downtown and stuff. The Ottawa drag scene is not. It's not as friendly and caring as it once was, and it's very youth-oriented, and what they like to do is fish realness, whereas I look at it as we're entertainers. I'm here to entertain. I'm here to give a show and do the best I can, make sure people are happy. I don't necessarily feel that the clubs are the way to go anymore, especially downtown. They're really. It's not that they don't have the budgets. The queens have to be paid well, and unfortunately, Ottawa's just not able to do that or to be a part of it. Mm-hmm. So Ottawa just kind of is on its own, trying to get by. And unfortunately, it's just, like I always say, it costs a lot of money to make a person look this cheap, and that's the way it really is. It really is truthful. Like, you have to have your outfits maintained. You have to have your shoes, the heels changed on them. Jewelry you have to have fixed or replaced. You always have to update your stuff year after year.
How long does a pair of pantyhose last you?
Yeah, and pantyhose. You saw tonight. I go through a pair of pantyhose pretty well every show. So, and false lashes, makeup. You're looking, it's very costly when you start looking into it and looking at what it is. So, and we do a lot of charity work too. So that's one of the things with the bars that you can't do as much charity work with the bars here in Ottawa. So
that's why Krystal found her other way of doing it, and that's by doing all the calendars. Using her skills as Algonquin College graduate in the photography program, and using Algonquin College models.
Yep.
She has them pose in underwear and makes calendars out of them, and sells the calendars strictly to raise funds to charity. Doesn't keep any of the proceeds herself. Doesn't even try to recoup her expenses. Just all the money raised goes right to the charity.